Hello, welcome back to Hunter Tune. Today I'm out in the shop and I got my black Civic up on the lift, and I was going to talk to you guys a little bit about this and talk to you a little bit about the cars outside and maybe my plans or some ideas going with what car do we put together first. I feel like I got rid of a lot of cars on the move and I kept a couple cars, and I wanted to update you guys on what cars I still have and the possible plans with each of them and see where it goes. I don't know if we're gonna do like build series on any of them, because me building stuff, like building a car in general is, I don't know, I'm just not really into filming it as much as doing like tuning and showing you guys horsepower numbers and stuff like that. I really more enjoy doing that stuff versus like, hey, I'm taking bolts out and putting bolts in kind of thing. There's a lot better videos for that kind of stuff that I'm not the best at. So yeah, but anyways, my black hatch up here, this was my K20 swap turbo car that I bought with a rod knock, and it ended up being a loose alternator. I ended up selling the engine out of it, but I kept the transmission, the twin disc clutch, and all that kind of stuff. So this is like a K-swap ready black Civic hatchback that I had wrapped and everything like that. It's an awesome car, and I have a full suspension kit for it that I think I'm going to lower the car down, take all the suspension out of it, and I'm going to show you guys all the parts that I have for this car. So before the video gets going, I did want to let everybody know that Hunter Tune injectors are back in stock and shipping daily. So I have in the smaller garage at the new place, I have my injector machine here, and I have a lot of these white bins up on the wall that I hung up, and this is all for injector categorization and flow matching and getting my big batch of injectors that I get in the mail and kind of getting them sorted, and then I flow test them again when I make sets. So I got all that stuff set up. It's kind of just thrown together right now, but I'm making a nice workstation for doing these injectors. And I also did get the V2 injectors. All the pre-orders have shipped out, and you guys should be receiving them this week. So thank you for all the support on the pre-orders. I think we shipped about 29 orders yesterday, so thank you so much for all the support. So yeah, we have the 550s, 1000s, 1500s, and the Bosch 2200s, as well as the V2 LS3 height, the smaller ones, in stock, 1000cc and 1500cc. And depending on how much interest we get on the V2 stuff, I may introduce a smaller size as well, you know, similar to like the 550s or maybe a 750 or something like that. Top hats, bottom hats, injector adapters, pigtails, wastegates, blow-off valves, turbochargers, fuel rails, fuel pressure regulators, all that kind of stuff. They come and go, you know, I'll get a batch in and they sell out right away. So just be patient. If you guys are keeping an eye on the website, if you guys are looking to buy parts from me, you can always email me too and ask, you know, when our stock coming in or whatever. Me and Christine are getting a really good system down at the new place to where customer service, email support, all that stuff is going to be a lot better, because we're not going to be so busy with moving and all that kind of stuff. So thank you for all the support on huntertune.com. Go check it out after the video, and yeah. All right, so I just got the car lowered down. I moved my S2000 forward so I can drop it down. And when I left the farm, I just threw all the parts that I had for each car like in them, so I can kind of keep stuff organized a little bit better. And this box is full of a bunch of suspension components that are brand new that I've never used. And it's funny because I spent quite a bit of money on all of the parts, and I haven't had the motivation to work on it. So I've got a whole suspension kit here that I'm going to show you guys, and I have a brand new set of VMS drag wheels for this car. I'm going to throw them up on the little bench up there, kind of get them up out of the way. In the front seat up there, I also have the fronts. So these are 13 by 10s, 4 by 100 VMS drag wheels. I honestly don't know if these 10s will fit. They look awesome, but I just don't know if they'll even clear, especially with like a factory front end that's on this car. It's not like a aftermarket front end, so I don't know if them wheels are going to work or not. Maybe I should have got 8s or 9s. I just wanted to get 10s because my EG hatch back in the day that I used to run consistent 1050s with had a set of 13 by 10s on it. They were just like aero steel like circle track racing wheels that I made work, and they stuck out like 10 feet out of the side of the car. It looked ridiculous, but that car would cut high 1.5 60 foots with like a super old set of tires and a shitty track. So, but I'm gonna get this box out. I'm gonna put it up on this little table over here, and then we'll talk about a little bit more about the suspension parts that I have for this car. All right, so I just got all the parts unloaded out of the black hatch here, and I hung up some license plates on my toolbox, stuff like that. And I got some parts up here on this shelf behind me, the wheels, the intercooler and stuff that was for this K-series swap, the motor mounts, the exhaust. It had a full stainless 3-inch exhaust with a really nice muffler and stuff like that that I'm going to keep. It has there's a Mishimoto radiator here that I can use. A lot of stuff that I kind of acquired because I bought this car and it came with like all this stuff for the most part, and I got really excited like right when I got the car, and I bought an entire PCI suspension kit for it, and it was all in this box that was in the back of the car. And I have it all laid out on this table. So I have everything from a Valet Racing stainless brake line kit. So this is like the entire length of the car brake lines. I'm a little intimidated to do this because I'm not really much of a mechanic, believe it or not. And I mean, I am, but it's just intimidating doing like basic stuff like brake lines. I don't know why, but I would rather do like a full engine rebuild before I would do like replace a caliper kind of thing. So I have a full brake line kit here, and I don't know, I don't remember if this is for the brake line kit with a disc proportioning valve, or if it doesn't matter if it's a drum proportioning valve. I don't know if I'm gonna do disc brakes. I don't know if I have trailing arms that are disc, and I have these ones that are on the car which are drum, and I don't know what I want to do because I just hate doing this kind of stuff. I hate doing like the brakes and whatever else, because it's a Civic and I don't know what those trailing arms are off of that are disc, so I don't want to order the wrong parts and all that kind of stuff. I could tune it and make some power, but doing this kind of stuff, I'm like, ooh, I don't know where to start. But anyways, I told PCI I want everything for a Honda Civic, and they gave me everything. This was like 2 years ago, and I still have this stuff brand new, never put it on anything. And I have everything from, these are their trailing arm bushings, comes with all this stuff. These are the camber adjustments for the rear. These are the front upper control arms. I have front lower control arms. I have rear lower control arms. I have front control arm bushings, like these are the ones that bolt up into the chassis that the arm kind of goes in or whatever. These are tie rod ends, toe links, you name it. I have pretty much all of it, where this car won't have a single bushing on it. It'll just all be spherical, because if you don't know, PCI stuff is all just like a spherical bushing. So I thought ordering all this stuff so it's like a solid car would greatly help in the 60-foot and just overall a race car in general. This stuff, I don't know if it'd be hard to beat. I just don't know if I really want to use it on a car that I'm going to drive on the street, or at least drive often on the street. And especially with the old shops that I've had, gravel in the driveway all the time, I didn't really want to put a lot of this stuff on, because any amount of dust or gravel or anything like that that gets in any of these spherical bearings can probably wear them out pretty quick. So I also bought 2 years ago a whole like normal set of stuff, tie rods, ball joints, all that kind of stuff to use. So I have like suspension for 2 cars, and suspension as in like everything but coilovers. This car has a set of ground controls and Kona yellows on it, which I'll probably just keep because those are a pretty good setup. Maybe I'll switch it out for something else, like a set of Skunk 2 coils or something, but yeah, I don't know. I've been overwhelmed with this PCI stuff, and I don't know if I'm going to put it all on or not. And if I do put it all on, I don't know if I'm going to film it, because I don't really know if I can make the video interesting or if people really even want to watch it. It's kind of frustrating to know, you know, yeah, there's a lot of people in the comments that'll be like, oh yeah, go do it, and then I make a video about it and it gets like barely any views. It's discouraging. But anyways, best suspension that you could get for a Civic. I have it here, and I want to use it on this black hatch because I think this car would be a great candidate to make a race car out of and do the ultimate build that all of you cannot wait for, the single cam. Another reason that I haven't gotten the single cam turbo project done is because the engine, for one, has been with the builder. It's still there. I don't know if it'll ever get done. I actually have another Z6 that I might just end up building and fuck machine work kind of thing. Like, don't even bother taking it to the machine shop and just run it, you know. If the tolerances ain't great, we're just going to run her anyway kind of thing. Because finding a machinist that can work on a tight schedule and, you know, do all that kind of stuff is a little bit tough sometimes. But I also have an Elder Speed twin disc clutch that I've never shown you guys. But it's like a super budget $500 clutch that I want to share and see how it is and just test all this stuff out. And I want to do the PCI stuff on this car because, for one, it's super clean and I think it would make an awesome race car, especially with those VMS wheels and all that kind of stuff. I think it would be an awesome race car to build. But I've been in a little bit of a pickle because this car is a K-swap car. It is all set up for K-Series. It's got a hybrid racing, no-cut shifter in it and stuff like that. The K-Series mounts, thankfully you can unbolt all of it. And I'm thinking about de-K-swapping this thing. Get it? De-K-swapping. So I'm going to take the K-swap out, which I already did. And I have K-Series stuff ready to go. I have a whole K-Series swap, ECU, everything that I'm going to put in a different car. So these are just my plans, and I want to get some structure to put some of it forth. I think we're going to put a single cam in this car. Do all this awesome suspension, super clean EK hatch, and blow it by putting a single cam in it. And the reason I want to do that is because the single cam needs all the help it can get. I want to run 10s in a single cam, which, you know, isn't super common. But if I had awesome suspension, awesome set of wheels, and an awesome, you know, higher compression single cam turbo build that I tune and that I did everything on to get this EK hatch in the 10s, I think would be a lot easier with a bunch of really good suspension parts. So that's my current plan, is I'm going to put a built single cam turbo in this car and make it kind of a race car. That's kind of been my plan for a while, but I've been like just busy with other stuff and I haven't been that interested in racing lately that I haven't really put any of these plans to fruition. Flourition, is that the word? I don't know. So what am I going to do with all the K-swap stuff that came from this car? The intercooler, all that stuff is set up K-swap ready. I have a not brand new, I have a JDM K24, an EP3 5-speed and a competition twin disc, and a full race turbo manifold, a K-Pro, all of it, all the K-swap mounts, axles, shifter that's in that car, all of it. What am I going to do with all that stuff? Well, I think, what other better candidate to go K-swap turbo than the $800 Marketplace Civic? What do you guys think? You think the $800 Marketplace Civic should get a K-swap turbo? And what should I film about it? What should I do about it? I don't know. Maybe make some videos about it, maybe not. But I think this car is just clean enough to where I'm gonna drive it. Where I'm gonna be able to drive this, you know, sedan. I think it'd be a fun car to do a K-Series turbo in. I had the K-Series all-wheel drive car. I sold it. I sold the, you know, 700 plus horsepower K-Series all-wheel drive, super clean black EK sedan. And I sold it because I truly hated all-wheel drive. Especially for like actually going to drive around with. It was just always tight and it felt like it was binding around corners, and like with a twin disc and all that kind of stuff, it just felt like it was just too extra, you know. But if it's a normal Civic K-swap like my Integra was, just a stock K24, you know, 500-600 horsepower, front wheel drive only. I think it would be a fun car and still be manageable to drive on the street, because the all-wheel drive stuff, yeah, it's fun, it's fast, it hooks up, whatever. I broke axles every time I launched that thing, and yeah, that's probably just my negligence of not really knowing all-wheel drive and whatever else. But that all-wheel drive stuff, man, I don't know if it's for me, to be completely honest. I like the challenge of front-wheel drive, and the I don't know, man, the all-wheel drive stuff is and it just felt like you were pulling a trailer all the time. Like you'd get on it, and if it was front-wheel drive, it would feel lighter on its feet. And, you know, I don't know, I like Civics as front-wheel drive. Maybe I'll do another CRV or something if I want to do an all-wheel drive build. But for now, the plan is to K-swap the $800 Marketplace Civic, and a lot of people probably want to get some updates on this thing. I actually took the cylinder head off, replaced the head gasket, put aftermarket head studs in it, timing belt, the whole 9 yards. It still has a head gasket leak. So I did everything fixed the right way on it, and well, it still has a bad head gasket. So I'm sure the head and block is warped. This motor's kind of garbage. I don't really want to throw another single cam in a 4-door, because I feel like, you know, yeah, the weight difference isn't huge between a sedan and a hatch on these EKs. But I just feel like I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like I don't want to put another single cam back in that car. I would rather swap it, I think. So, yeah, that's the plan. Maybe K-swap the $800 Marketplace Civic, and then the blue hatch, this one right here. A lot of you guys like this car. We did the intake manifold, I did the Type R cams, and I have a full turbo kit for this car as well to turbo the factory GSR engine, and I think we can get this car in the 10s pretty easily as well. So that's my goal right now. Maybe make 10-second cars out of all of these, and maybe even the S2000. I don't know if I should put a set of slicks on that thing and see if we can't go 10s with it. Maybe, I don't know, just a thought. But yeah, so that's the plan. I have a full Amazon turbo kit coming for the, or I already have it, for the blue hatch. And I don't know if I want to make another video series doing the same exact thing, another Amazon turbo kit or another eBay turbo kit on this blue hatch, because it's going to be virtually the same thing that I did on the black sedan with the B16 that we just got done doing the video series on. So I don't know if you guys want to see that again on this car. I don't know. I'm just blabbing here, kind of figuring out what cars and stuff that I want to build and what projects that I want to do. And yeah, I don't really know where to start or what one to start on. Plus also, I got I got screwed over on another dyno. I was gonna sell my dyno and buy that dyno jet that was in Tennessee. It was like $19,000. And I was gonna do it, and then a couple days later, I was like, you know what? My dyno's fine. It's been just fine. I can use that money instead of buying a $19,000 dyno. I can insulate my shop, you know, and I can put a heater in, and I can do some electrical work and get the shop a little bit more cozy. So I was like, you know what? I'll just keep my dyno. I won't worry about doing that other one. And yeah, I said, I'm not doing it. 2 days after that, or 3 days after that, a guy tagged me on Facebook, and he's like, hey, there's another dyno jet for sale. Another dyno jet 248 for exactly what I want to pay for one. 10 grand. For sale for 10 grand. He tagged me in it. I hit the guy up. We agreed on, you know, hey, I'll buy it. I'll wire you the money this week. Had a transport guy set up and everything to go get this dyno jet 248. The guy was, you know, I thought in agreement with it and everything like that. And I posted my current dyno for sale. I also posted my motorcycle dyno for sale to help pay for it, to kind of offset the cost, you know, guy math and all that kind of whatever. So I have people interested in my dyno now. You know, maybe the motorcycle dyno. I don't know if I've had a couple people hit me up on it, but I don't know, it's, you know, if you guys don't know, it's a motorcycle dyno on a trailer that I've taken to bike events and stuff like that. And my chassis dyno has worked great for the last couple years. It's been honestly flawless. I've had zero issues with it. Other than like super high power stuff, I have to spin it up a little bit faster and it made me uncomfortable. But anyways, that's why I wanted a Dynojet 248. And I got a text today saying, hey man, I'm not gonna sell it to you. I'm gonna sell it to a local guy instead. And I'm like, you know what? I don't know if God's just telling me, just keep my dyno. Just keep my current dyno, and I don't need anything else. I can just use what I have. I don't need this giant 4-foot roller dyno. This one has served me well, you know, and I know how to use it you know, whatever. So, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna keep mine. I'm gonna save the money and probably do some insulation or something in my shop. Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's my plan with the project cars. That's my plan with the dyno. I know it's completely contradictory of what I talked about last video, but you know, this is how this stuff goes. It's constantly back and forth, trying to figure out what should I do? What should I do here? What should I do here? What should I do here? And it reminds me of a Bible verse I'm going to share with you guys. It is James 1:5. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. This verse encourages believers to seek God's guidance and wisdom when they are unsure of the right path to take. So, it's kind of the same verse that's on my banner in the shop. You know, everything you do, give to the Lord, and He will establish your plans. So I think it's so important that I should just be in prayer about this. You know, Lord, help guide me in whatever direction I should take here. You know, help me make the smartest decision, and yeah, just continue walking with me and being with me. Help fill me with the Holy Spirit. Thank you, Jesus. Amen. So anyways, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I want to get some of these other cars I want to play with them some more and start building some stuff and making some videos, but I just don't know if I can make these videos interesting when it's working on cars instead of like tuning them on the dyno. I feel like I'm a lot better at making videos tuning on the dyno, and I don't even have a dyno set up right now, so you know, that's also an expense to get that thing put in the ground. And yeah, just a lot of stuff going on, and I appreciate everybody's support. Also, I have injectors back in stock I want to share with you guys real quick. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you want me to make specific videos. I feel like I ask at the end of like every video, let me know what you guys want to see, let me know what you guys want to see, and nobody says anything. So makes me be like, oh well, maybe I shouldn't even make videos. But anyways, yeah, thanks to the people that still watch. Give me a like, comment down below, and yeah, give me some motivation to work on this thing, put some PCI stuff in it, K-swap my $800 marketplace car, and turbo the blue hatch. I think that's my goal right now, and just finish the projects that I have before we take on any new stuff. Yeah, that's the plan right now, or maybe just whatever. Okay, have a great night and a better tomorrow, guys. God bless. We'll see you later.